Hitchcock, one take.
It's a Raymond Chandler evening at the end of someone's day, and I'm standing in my pocket and I'm slowly turning grey. I remember what I told you, but I can't remember why. And the yellow leaves are falling in a spiral from the sky. There's a body on the railings that I can't identify, and I like to reassure you, but I'm not that kind of guy. Raymond Adolfo Chandler was born in 1432 in the small Genoese port of San Bernardino. His mother apprenticed him towards somebody else's lung, which eventually grew into an arm that produced itself only semi-parthenogenically from a house in Little Venice, somewhere near San Clemente. But I didn't know. It's a Raymond Chandler evening, and the pavements are all wet, and I'm lurking in the shadows, 'cause it hasn't happened yet.
Bomb. I mean, what do you say to these people?
Well, the first thing is to make sure you've got some tin foil with you, because otherwise you can't screen properly if the guy actually goes off. But the best thing is that you actually very quickly cover them in tin foil and roll them under a desk surface.
I'm going to make a note of that, actually.
Good.
That will come in useful at some stage of my life. Now, we've asked you just to comment on that film then. I'm not saying that your group are in a similar vein, but there are certain similarities. I mean, how familiar are you with those groups we've just seen from LA?
Well, they use the same kind of legs, you know, they're all over the place. The bodies are familiar, the hair's intact and stuff like that.
The music at all?
They were doing what we did about 5 years ago.
See, those people are very familiar with you. I mean, in the west coast of America, the words Robin and Hitchcock are virtually synonymous with God. You know,
yeah, rightly so.
You make Ronald Reagan look a virtual unknown, you know.
Well, that's why he had that catastrophic disaster at the last election, you know. You must have seen all that stuff on the front. No, it's obvious, really. I mean, the way people are just fits in neatly.
I see, yes. OK, but the Soft Boys records, your former group, were, you know, they're still very, very popular out there, aren't they?
I think it's probably because it's warmer out there, so they have their hair differently. And also this thing about not wearing socks. People didn't have the same problem. They weren't shot.
Is that the same problem you think in Britain? Is it the socks that have stopped your albums from selling in massive quantity?
There was a lot of problem because of the kind of socks we wore, you know, but I don't hold any grudges now, and I still wear the same socks.
Do you have any particular feelings about the socks that Kimberly Rue, the old guitarist of the Soft Boys, used to wear?
Kimberly and I had a very similar line in socks. And for all I know, he's still wearing them.
I say this, Robin, because we're about to see a video of Kimberly's new group, Katrina and the Waves. Did you ever feel they would have a massive success in America, which they have got now?
Yeah, I always thought they would. Good. I thought they'd have had it about 3 months ago, actually.
OK.
So, I'm a bit impatient.
He speaks well of you, too. We're about to see that video. Anyway, this is Katrina and the Waves and Walking on Sunshine. Couplet in the entire history of the pop lyric, and it goes like this. I'm quoting. All aboard Brenda's iron sledge. Please don't call me Reg. It's not my name. I give you Robin Hitchcock and the Egyptians.
We head downhill, our hands fly back, our fingers freeze, our hair falls out, our hair falls out, our fingers freeze, our hair falls out. The iron piston pumps and spouts, the steaming air as hot as sprouts. chain, a human chain that's sitting on a human chain. Limbs compressed in icy slush, a freezing in a roomy groove. All aboard Brenda's iron sledge. All aboard Brenda's iron sledge. Please don't call me Reg, it's not my name. The bodies rear the bucking sled, which hits a tree and disintegrates. Grasshoppers curl up and burst, Brenda shovels on the worst. All aboard Brenda's iron sledge. All aboard Brenda's iron sledge. Please don't call me Reg, it's not my name. All aboard Brenda's iron sledge. All aboard Brenda's iron sledge. All aboard Brenda's iron sledge. Please don't call me Reg, it's not my name. Happy birthday.